Ooh. Uh-oh. Ta-da! Hello everybody, welcome to the October Week 5 vlog on Eric Perkins Artist. I am your artist, Eric Perkins. I have an update on my Inktober. I'm going to talk about Noelvember. We've got the art giveaway going on right now. And today I'm going to talk about choosing beggars. Also, I'm going to talk about some freebies I'm about to do. Now, as I go into the topic this week, which is choosing beggars, you're going to see my Inktober drawings. This week's video includes the last of the Inktober drawings, which I believe are something like day 22 through day 31. I went ahead and postponed the video this week, not just to finish out Inktober, but because of some other issues. But it does let me actually get all the drawings into the video, so we can just wrap Inktober up all at once here. So those are going to be going on, and this week's drawings should mostly all have a time written on them as well. That's the total time it took me to complete the drawing. Some took longer than others, and I had a lot of fun doing most of these. We're going to talk about choosing beggars. Now, before I start, a choosing beggar is someone who asks for something for free or at some ridiculously low price, and then usually also wants something else in addition. So not only do they want this thing for cheap or for free, but then they also want you to deliver it to them or something like that. So it's a common term. There's a subreddit dedicated just to these people, and based on the interactions they have with others, usually online through marketplaces and whatnot. I do want to say this. When people ask artists to draw stuff for them for free, and I mean when you ask someone who's obviously trained in art, not someone who you're going to elementary school with and ask them for a picture, or if you ask your 8-year-old to draw you a picture, but when you ask someone who draws for a living, like a tattoo artist or whatever, if you ask an artist to do something for you for free, it's the same thing as asking a mechanic to work on your car for free, or any other professional to do what they do for free. Artists all have to develop their skills through hard work and practice, and like any other profession, they should be paid to do their work. Now, sometimes people will ask artists to do stuff for free, and usually, at least in my case, I don't get offended by that. But I do get offended when people ask me to draw something for free and then want to dictate the terms of how they're going to get it, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. If I do decide to draw something for you for free, I might ask you what it is that you want, and you'll tell me what it is you want. When I draw it, you're going to get the drawing that I did. When you hire an artist to work for you, most artists will give you revisions and drafts and all sorts of things so that if there's a problem, you can spot it early on and get it fixed before they go through the final stages and make a very permanent piece of art that can't be fixed. On occasion, lesser-known artists like myself will offer drawings for free, where we will put out a call saying, hey, tell me what you want me to draw, and I'll do it for free. And again, when we do that, you're going to tell us what you want. Like, you might say, I want a drawing of Wolverine, or I want a drawing of Neo from the Matrix, or you might say, I want 7 dancing Santa Clauses riding missiles or something. I don't know. But the fact is, you're going to say, this is what I want, and you're going to get the artist's interpretation of that. And that's fine. And this is the thing. Like, artists like me, we put that out there so that we can get a feel for what people want us to draw. And so we'll go through and we'll draw these things. And in a sense, that's kind of like advertising, because we're putting out something that we wouldn't normally do on our own. Well, for instance, if somebody asked me to draw 7 dancing Santa Clauses on missiles or something, that's not something I would normally do. And so it might attract an entire audience of people that I wouldn't have attracted otherwise. And whether or not they stick around is another story, but the idea is it's kind of like advertising to a new audience. Now, if I do this drawing, like, we'll just stick with the same example. These 7 dancing Santa Clauses on missiles, and you come back with, well, that's not good. I wanted it like this, and I wanted it like that, and I wanted whatever. Nah, if you really want that custom of an artwork, that's when you hire an artist to do it. You're not getting that for free. At least not from me, anyway. Maybe, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. As I said, I don't get offended by people asking me to draw them something for free or saying, "Hey, it would be really cool if you drew this." Sometimes I'll actually do it at some point. It's not like, "Oh, let me go home and get right on it." Now, if they wanted to hire me to do it, that's a different story. But anyway, what is offensive is saying, "I need you to do this right now. It needs to be done to my specifications. It needs to be done exactly like this." It's a free drawing. Why would I work that hard for you for free? For those of you that subscribe to my channel and have watched a few of my videos, you will already know I talk about topics that have relevance to me. And this is no exception, of course. So I encountered who I believe is a choosing beggar this week. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. So I was recently contacted out of the blue by a person who I'm not going to name. And they said, "Hey, do you do requests?" Now, when someone asks an artist, "Hey, do you do requests?" that right there is the #1 flag. This person's looking for free art. I was like, alright, cool. So I responded, "You know what, let me know what you want, and I'll see if I can work it into my schedule." And so they came back with the details of their drawing, and I thought it sounded kind of interesting. So I said, "Hey, I'll go ahead and do this. I'll work it into my schedule." And then I got another message an hour later saying, "Hey, when are you going to get on that drawing?" So I responded back to the person. I said, "I'm not going to be able to get to it until next weekend, but I will give you an update when it's done." So I figured that would be the end of the conversation until I updated them. And the next day, I found another message, actually a couple of messages from them. But basically, they then said, "Well, how soon can I get a draft?" So at this point, just in case I was wrong, I responded by asking, or by clarifying, or asking them to clarify whether they were requesting a free drawing or if they were looking to hire me to do an illustration. Because on a free drawing, there would be no revisions or drafts. So they responded, "Oh, no, I just want the free drawing." I said, "Okay, well, it'll be sometime next weekend, and I hope you like what I come up with." So, do you think that was firm but professional, or would you have handled it a different way? Or would you have not dealt with this person at all? Let me know in the comments below. So now that Inktober is finished, and the drawings that you see being developed are the final drawings of Inktober, I believe I have about 6 pages left in my sketchbook, and so I put out a little bit of a call after this interaction, after the interaction with this person, saying, I need to fill up 5 more pages, so let me know what you want me to draw. And I'll have 6 drawings that I will be doing to fill out the sketchbook. And these drawings will not be as quick as the Inktober drawings, but they'll still be fairly quick. I'm probably going to limit myself to about 2 to 3 hours on each of them. So the drawings that I'm going to be doing on these pages, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. I'll let those drawings be a surprise for the next video. But anyway, so the people who did request drawings will be getting high-resolution digital images of the drawings, and the drawings themselves will be staying in the sketchbook. Inktober is Inktober finished out pretty well. I did get behind towards the end, but I never actually... The only day I missed was, I believe, the 14th or 15th, and I included that in the next day. There were days that I did not actually do my drawing, but then I would do 2 or 3 on one day to get caught up again. So, I did put out the video a few weeks ago, and I'm well aware of the hypocrisy here. I said, don't do that. But, in my case, I wanted to have content for the video, so I went ahead and did it. This is the first time I technically did every day of Inktober. I will probably do it again next year, or something just like it. But I am definitely ready to take a break from the everyday drawing, trying to grind out something that has to do with the word prompt for the day. As you watch the time-lapse videos going on in the background, you'll probably notice that some of these drawings did not get sketched out first. I grabbed the pen or I grabbed the brush and I just started throwing ink on the page. Later on, I grabbed a ultra fine or an extra small, like an extra small technical pen, and I would sketch with that. And I didn't like that, but I mean it worked, but I didn't really like it. So in the end, I ended up going back to sketching with pencil, then inking over it, and then erasing the pencil lines afterward. Out of all of the drawings that I have done for Inktober this year, either just the ones you see in this video or all of them that are spread throughout the videos for October, do you have a favorite drawing out of all of them, or a least favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Now, as I move into November, I've got my upcoming Noelvember project, in addition to these free drawings that I just mentioned. Noelvember is going to be sort of a pre-Christmas type thing. I'm going to be doing, I'm going to try to do 4 paintings. I'm hoping to do, for sure, a Santa Claus and maybe a Christian nativity. And I'm still not decided on what the other 2 are going to be. But they will be paintings for Christmas, and I'm going to put those directly onto my Etsy store once they're done. Speaking of which, on my Etsy store right now, I'm having a sale. All of my original art is 50% off with the code ART50. That's capital ART 50. So if you go there and you use that code, you'll get 50% off on all of the original art. That doesn't count for the t-shirts or the prints, only the original pieces. This would be your chance to get a piece of my original art for as cheap as you're ever going to find it. Earlier in the video, I mentioned that we're doing a giveaway. We are giving away The Beast. That's a painting of a fantasy beast being encountered by some heroes with a blunderbuss and dagger and in a cave. It's kind of cool, but I'm not going to show it to you in this video. If you want to see it and you want to enter to win it, go back to my October week 3 video. It's actually in the title. It says Art Giveaway. Enter there and you could win the painting. This is the actual painting, not a print. So the winner will get this painting mailed to them. And that giveaway runs until November 15th, 2020. So you have about, what, 15 days maybe to get over there and do the one simple task that it has to get yourself entered. And just to make everything even easier, I'm going to put a link to that video at the end of this video. So stay to the end, it'll pop up in a big square, and you can go right to the October week 3 vlog with the art giveaway. Now, before I leave you this week, I want to draw attention to my awesome patrons. Their support helps me to continue creating videos and art and helps me to make them better with each passing week. I did talk about that 1 or 2 weeks ago. My videos have improved dramatically over the past 11 or 12 weeks, and I hope to continue improving. Mainly right now through performance and presentation, but also in the future, probably through equipment as well. You can help to support the channel by becoming a patron on Patreon at patreon.com/EricNMIPerkins. I have added a $1 tier in addition to the $3 tier, which is my standard. You could also buy the original artwork at my Etsy store, along with prints of paintings and drawings, or even printed t-shirts. And right now, on my original artwork, I have a coupon for 50% off using code ART50. That's capital A, capital R, capital T, 50. And that's 50% off of the listed price on those original drawings and paintings. And lastly, you can get printed materials, printed merchandise from my Pixel site, which is listed in the video description, along with my Etsy and all of my other social media. Thank you so much for watching my vlog. New videos are posted every Friday at 1 p.m. as long as I'm running on schedule. If not, I try to update my community as soon as possible. I hope you'll choose to tap that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with your friends. Every little bit helps, and I hope to see you next week. Bye for now.